Ron Fuddle's here, everybody. Ron Fuddle. Ron Fuddle is here.
Yeah, I just got back into the country. How's it going?
What do you mean back in the country?
What'd I miss? I was performing for the troops.
Whose troops?
I don't know.
Our troops? The Mexican troops?
Mexicans, yes.
What's your take on these wildfires? Wild, right?
It sounds pretty good to me.
Where are you?
Parts unknown.
Oh, Ron Fuddle can't disclose. All right, we're going to cover it. This is what they want. This is what they'll get. This is not prearranged. This is not set up.
Are Taz and Pat together and they just can't stop talking about Felicia?
Okay, what's your take on that, Ron Fuddle? Are they together? Are they together?
Yes.
No one cares about this girl. We all think she's not. No one doesn't think Felicia is in.
Does everybody think you're nuts?
Around these parts, yes. People think I'm certifiably insane.
Based on what?
Who knows?
No, do you think it's a fair take that Mountain thinks you're nuts and everybody thinks you're nuts just because? I mean, Pat Dixon says you're stalking him. Is that true?
No, that is not true. I have notes right here, so we can.
Oh, good. I love notes.
We can crack into it and bust it wide open.
Okay, are you now or have you ever been Ron Fuddle?
I am not Ron Fuddle. It'd be easy to think that I'm Ron Fuddle because I did send those super chats, or super tips, I should say. My God, let me get the company name.
Wait,
correct.
You did send super tips?
I sent those super tips, but I used somebody else's profile.
What?
I know.
Wait, you did send super tips?
Fuck yeah.
And what did it say?
Well, should I go to my notes?
Yes.
All right.
So Pat's not lying when he said you sent super tips.
No, those are from me. And if this is not like here's the thing I don't understand is he's like busted, and it's like I wanted him to know it was me. I clearly told him it was me. So this is not some kind of a gotcha.
Yeah, but why did you want him to know it was you? What were you trying to communicate to him?
Okay,
and let me ask you another question. Do you want to be back in the Pat Dixon business?
No.
All right, go ahead.
So here's the breakdown. This all happened over the month of December. I'll give people a little bit of context. This started December 3rd. This all happened within 2 weeks. December 3rd, Pat Dixon tells Bob Levy that he'd like to talk to me. He'd like to see me. December 4th, Pat Dixon tells Tukey that he'd like to see me, that he'd like to talk to me. For 40 minutes, these conversations go on. So I'm like, he's full of shit. That's not what's going on. He doesn't want to talk to me. 2 days later, Pat Dixon goes on stream and he looks fucked up. This is when he did this black and white episode where he's like kind of falling over. Now, I think it was because I said what I said. So he did that, but then
what did you say? What did you say?
That I never wanted to see him again.
Okay. And you said it here with Bob Levy.
Right here, I said it with Bob Levy. And then the next day was when he had the actual, where he looked super fucked up wearing the Confederate flag as a cape. And
oh, yeah.
Everybody was like, he's drunk or he's on something. And that was the day that Taz was there and he went live too soon. So this all happened within 10 days. So
what are you implying? You're saying that Pat's having a reaction to you saying you don't want to see him anymore?
I don't know what was going on. I can't say, but I just know that if I go back and I thought about it, I was like, did he actually want to talk to me? And then because I said that, now he's getting fucked up because it affected him or something. You know, I don't know what happened. But the day that
let me ask you a question. Another question. Does Pat love too deeply?
He did go down on me while I was wearing a Confederate flag 2-piece bikinis, but that's different.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
So this is a fan who has sent me Venmos. I've had different contact with him, like friendly conversation, nothing serious. I don't know this guy's real name. Ron Fuddle is not his Instagram handle. So he was like, he's the one who was like, Pat's talking about going to AC now. And that's when I was like, fuck, because I don't want to see him, and the only reason he would come to AC is to make things tough for me. He knows that if he showed up to AC that I would just leave, and I don't want to book a trip there and pay all.
Yeah, but how's Pat gonna go get to AC? He's gonna take a bus. He don't have a car, right?
No, but Taz has a car.
Oh, so she's gonna drive him.
Yeah, but Pat also has. Pat also has donators. Pat has people with money who give him money.
Bentley?
No, there's a different guy.
There's a different Bentley?
There's a different Bentley who's been giving him money for a while, who I know. I don't know him. I haven't met him.
What kind of money? It's like his sugar daddy?
A little bit, yeah.
Like he pays him a certain amount per month on average? Like a consistent amount every month?
I don't know if it's like the same amount every month, but it's a good amount. I mean, when Pat and I lived
together. How does he get paid? He Venmos him or something?
He he sent him traveler's checks when we lived together.
Jesus Christ! I haven't got one traveler's check, and my show's more popular than Pat's.
I know.
That's insane. Traveler's checks. I didn't even know people used them. Is Carl Malden still a picture on them? That's insane. American Express traveler's checks?
Yeah, it was.
Don't leave home without them, Pat Dixon.
It was a big. Listen, Pat. Okay, this guy.
This gets more. This gets more and more fucking insane.
So I'm worried that Pat's going to show up and there's going to be some kind of unhinged altercation with me.
Yeah, but we're going to have security there.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure. Like, I was like, maybe I'll hire my own security, like 2 gigantic black men. Like, that would be fantastic. But why would I, so.
Good luck finding 2 gigantic black men in Atlantic City.
Here's where I was like, okay, this is not good. I need to open up a line of communication to give him an opportunity to say whatever the fuck he's trying to say to me.
But why'd you operate under the name Ron Fuddle?
Right,
is that somebody you went to high school with?
No, so this is a fan who, like I said, this guy has sent me Venmos. The Venmo name is not Ron Fuddle, and we have chatted on Instagram, and his Instagram handle is not Ron Fuddle. And he was the one who was like, Pat's going to AC. And I'm like, what?
Then how'd the zip code match?
So that's from my credit card information.
Okay, so he said you could use his account, but you got to use your credit card.
Well, yeah, because I'm the one sending them.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But does this unknown, we'll call him Fan X, does he have your information? No. if you're using his Rumble account?
No.
But so he's the real Ron Fuddle.
I don't know his name, but yeah, that's somebody else's account.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I sent him an email because he's not responding to the super tips because he doesn't know they're me. He thinks they're like some random guy, but I'm opening the door to be like, hey, like I'm trying to prompt him into saying whatever the fuck that he's once wanted to say to me because he kept saying he wanted to talk to me. So I'm trying to prompt him and he's not getting it. But as I'm super tipping him, he says, well, Felicia never told me that she wanted to talk and I need to hear directly from her. So it's like I'm trying to get him to do this. And the reason why I'm doing it anonymously is so that Taz will let the messages through. So
this is from yesterday or the 7th. Yeah, yesterday. Look, Ron Fuddle, in quotes, says, check your email. And at that moment, I'm getting an email from Felicia's actual Gmail account. Ron Fuddle is Felicia, period. Well, and then he puts a period. Then he tags me and you.
Well, I'm using that guy's account. Yeah. It was
so when he said that, I didn't know this is true, but it is true.
Yeah. And then on New Year's Eve, he decides to say all of this.
Okay, I have no idea what's going on now. So
Okay.
what are you saying? Say all what?
Huh?
Say he's came on New Year's Eve to say all what?
That I was super tipping him.
Yeah, but you were. Okay, so I'm totally confused now because when I saw that tweet yesterday, he tagged me, and he said, "Look, Ron Fuddle says check your email." And at that moment, I'm getting email from Felicia's account, actual Gmail account. Ron Fuddle is Felicia period. So I thought he's just making it up, but he wasn't. So
Yeah,
I don't even know where.
Because he thinks that's my email too. So let me just simplify it.
But it is your email.
No, Ron, that's this guy's email.
Okay, so what's the difference?
What do you mean, what's the difference?
What's the difference if it's your email or if it's Ron Fuddle's email?